Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to the TV Rundown. I'm your host. Today we're breaking down the explosive trial of Sean Diddy Combs, who's facing serious federal charges including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The case has been making headlines for weeks, with Combs' defense team presenting a compelling narrative that raises questions about the government's strategy. At the heart of this case is the testimony of ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, who painted a harrowing picture of 11 years of alleged abuse and drug-fueled freak-off parties. Ventura described being beaten, manipulated, and coerced into sex acts with prostitutes, all while trying to build a career under Combs' watch. But former Assistant U.S. Attorney Jennifer Biedel says the prosecution's case may be losing momentum. Biedel believes that if the jury had to decide today, they wouldn't convict. She argues that the government needs to identify co-conspirators and show how this was a corrupt organization. But so far, she says, the prosecution is leaning too heavily on Ventura's testimony. They're not presenting all the rest of the evidence, Biedel told People exclusively. The defense team has also introduced texts between Combs and Ventura that appear to show consent, but Biedel says these messages cut both ways. The prosecution argues coercion, while the defense will say those texts show a mutually willing participant. It's complicated, and all something that the jury is going to have to hash out. To prove racketeering, prosecutors need to show this was a corrupt organization. But so far, Biedel says, the government hasn't proven it. They're missing the piece. Is this legitimate music enterprise, also separately, a RICO enterprise engaged in illegal activity? She asks. The case is taking a toll on both sides. Combs has pleaded not guilty to the charges, and his lawyers have strongly denied the central allegations. Meanwhile, Ventura's testimony has been questioned by Biedel, who believes the prosecution is rushing to prove their case. A prosecutor won't indict a case unless they think they have proof beyond a reasonable doubt of all the necessary elements, she says. As for whether jurors will ultimately convict Combs, Biedel says it's too long and the jury's patience may be running thin. In my opinion, it's too long. The media and others are asking where is the evidence of all this other stuff. She warns that if the prosecution doesn't get their act together soon, they might lose the case. Combs' fate hangs in the balance, with his defense team considering whether he'll take the stand. But Nima Rahmani, a legal analyst and ex-federal prosecutor, says testifying could be risky for Combs. He's very eager to tell his story, but if he takes the stand, it could subject him to cross-examination and make his words admissible in more than 60 pending civil cases. Ultimately, the decision is up to the jurors, 8 men and 4 women who will have to deliver a verdict that could determine Combs' fate. As for now, we'll be following this case closely, with minute-by-minute media coverage that's capturing global attention. Stay tuned for more updates from the TV Rundown.